Pirates first came to Tampa in 1539. Its deep-water bays made it easily accessible, and its remote tropical jungle landscape made detection difficult. Its warm sun and sandy beaches provided an interlude between forays against the king's ships, a welcome respite in those daring days when the hide-and-seek game outside the law made life exciting but brief. All the real pirates of yesteryear are gone now, but the ghost of Jose Gaspar, the most famous of the buccaneers who once found haven here, lives on. Fun-loving Tampans of today resurrect him each February on Gasparilla Day, when prankster pirates sail into Tampa Bay to capture the treasure city. Amid the thunder of booming cannons and the staccato crack of pistol fire, the city capitulates to Gaspar and his crew. Then the pirates celebrate their victory with not one, but two exciting and colorful parades. The first rolls through downtown Tampa under a beneficent Florida sun. The second wends its way at night through Ybor City, Tampa's Latin quarter since pioneer days, where friendly Spanish, Cuban, and Italian merchants welcome visitors and pirates alike with free Cuban coffee and warm, crusty Cuban bread fresh from the oven. Tampa's Gasparilla invasion serves as the dramatic prologue to the world's largest midwinter exhibition, the Florida State Fair, a magnet for more than 1 million visitors from all over the nation. A glittering collage of bright lights, dizzying rides, weird and exotic shows, and effective exhibits of Florida's industrial and agricultural progress. Whether the visitor comes to Tampa for the Florida State Fair or for other reasons, he will find a great variety of activities in the Treasure City. For those who want it that way, Tampa offers a quiet, leisurely vacation in the sun along sandy beaches, palm-studded golf courses, and oak-shaded rivers and lakes. But for those in search of excitement, Tampa is where the action is, with thoroughbred horse racing at beautiful nearby Florida Downs, with its all-new clubhouse and grandstand. With greyhound racing and parimutuel betting at the Greyhound track. With Highlight, the world's fastest and most dangerous sport. At the Tampa Fronton, the second largest in the world, Latin athletes hurl the hard goatskin-covered ball around the court at speeds of 175 miles per hour or faster. In the autumn, Tampa's new 50,000-seat stadium reverberates with the cheers of enthusiastic fans. Home of the Fighting University of Tampa Spartans, the stadium is also a home away from home for Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators, and the scene of plenty of action by professional teams like the Boston Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. In the spring, the batter's up. This is Reds country. The Cincinnati Reds come to Tampa for spring training and to play a regular season in the Grapefruit League. When the Reds head north, their farm team, the Tampa Tarpons, takes the spotlight for summertime action. Thrills and spills of a different kind come when midget car drivers rev up their engines for thrill-a-second races, or when stock car drivers roar around a curve at Tampa's Golden Gate Speedway. Yes, good things are happening in Tampa year-round. It's no wonder that 3 million visitors come to Florida's Treasure City each year. Excellent transportation facilities make it easy for them to get here and make its location ideal for a vacation headquarters. 2/3 of Florida's major attractions are located within a 100-mile radius of Tampa. Disney World, only an hour's drive away. The attractions of Sarasota, Bradenton, Cypress Gardens, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, and Tarpon Springs are even closer. For those coming to Tampa by air, the new Tampa International Airport offers daily service to all major cities in the nation, and lots of conveniences to make the visitor's arrival in Tampa a pleasant one. For those coming by car, Tampa is serviced by 2 interstate highways and 3 national highways. It's even easy to get to Africa from Tampa. At Tampa's famous Busch Gardens, hundreds of wild animals representing 88 endangered African species roam in relative freedom across a 95-acre tract that resembles the African veldt in climate and terrain. A 7,000-foot monorail takes the visitor on a mini safari through this wild animal kingdom. Another section of Busch Gardens is home for exotic, brilliantly plumed birds who know how to entertain humans at trained bird shows several times each day. Almost across the street, Treasureland offers a totally different experience. A trip through the 4th dimension to the days when pirates still plied the nearby waters of the Gulf of Mexico. From aboard a mechanized galleon, the visitor moves through animated and sound-amated dioramas depicting the lives and exploits of those daring buccaneers. For the young at heart, Fairyland brings the Mother Goose storybook to life. There's no charge to enter and visit the zoo with its giant alligators, friendly monkeys, and a variety of smaller animals. Tampa is beautiful from just about every viewpoint, like this vista of downtown from the stern-wheeler Tom Sawyer, which takes landlubbers on a 2-hour cruise through Tampa's historic waterways. As the Tom Sawyer passes part of the industrial section, it's easily seen why Tampa is called Florida's industrial hub, even while still serving as headquarters for millions of happy vacationers drawn to the city's recreational facilities. A major reason for Tampa's industrial and commercial growth is to be found in its excellent transportation facilities. More than 400 years ago, the Spanish explorer Cabeza de Vaca wrote the Port of Tampa is the best in the world. That port is now the 9th largest one in the United States, the closest one to the Panama Canal, and the largest phosphate port in the world. Florida's Treasure City and its institutions are rich in history. In 1889, H.B. Plant built and furnished what is now the University of Tampa. Formerly the Tampa Bay Hotel, it cost over $3.5 million to build, complete with gambling casino and private railroad siding. Modeled after Spain's Alhambra, it was once considered America's most fashionable hotel. Colonel Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders headquartered here before leaving to fight on Cuba's San Juan Hill. The planetarium at the University of South Florida is also a major tourist attraction and is open to the public with regular tours and lectures. Outdoor sports year-round are #1 with both residents and visitors. Tampa boasts 13 different golf courses, all landscaped with palms and moss-draped oak. Miles upon miles of salty water for the thrill of skiing. And a silvery beach where the whole family can sun, swim, or fish, all from the same spot. Reach into the treasure chest and watch hair-raising speedboat races. Or marvel at the beauty of sailboats taking advantage of the gentle winds. The waters of Tampa Bay are like a giant treasure chest full of fighting fish, from pier or boat as you go after the mighty silver tarpon, with an annual tournament having many divisions, from expert to novice, visitor to resident. Cultural activities in the Tampa area are many and varied. The new downtown library on the waterfront is one of the best equipped in the country and is open 7 days a week, while the Florida Gulf Coast Symphony plays a regular concert season each year. And every day is Art Gallery Day in Tampa, either in impromptu Gay Paris sidewalk shows or in one of the many galleries. Curtis Hickson Hall is one of the most modern in Florida, and here you can see everything from stage shows to the ballet, holiday on ice, sports events. Natives as well as visitors take full advantage of the area's natural beauty. The Hillsborough River State Park, beside the serene Hillsborough River, offers facilities for swimming, fishing, picnicking, and camping. The Ellsworth G. Simmons Park, just south of Tampa, is a water-oriented recreational area with its own large sandy beach and 254 acres of camping area. Of course, the golden treasures of Florida are its famed juicy oranges, and visitors enjoy touring the lush citrus groves. Many are open to the public and maintain sales facilities to ship your fruit back home for you. Right in the heart of Tampa nestles the Latin Quarter, Ybor City, where in 1886, thousands of Cubans fleeing oppression brought their language, traditions, taste, and culture. Ybor City is the center for many of Tampa's gourmet restaurants, like this touch of old Spain. Perfect ending for a fine meal comes when it's time for a cigar made in Tampa, where more than 10 million are turned out every year. Everybody likes the Treasure City, especially the sun. It spends each day casting its rays on the treasures to be found here, and at dusk turns into a deep ruby ball of fire, sinking to rest behind Tampa's steel skeletons scraping the sky, leaving behind the memories of a city rich with a colorful history of rum runners, pirate ships, and Spanish treasure. From the delightful atmosphere of old world graciousness to riding a glass train into the vast African veldt, visiting or studying in the gay 90s most fabulous hotel, enjoying the thrills of the world's fastest game, playing on one of the Treasure City's championship courses, watching a close play, or pulling in a big one. The treasures of Tampa. They come alive with every season, where the emerald waters have blessed the sun-filled land of the conquistadors. Come to Tampa and play along with the fun-loving pirates. The more the merrier. Olé!